I found that the conclusion, you covered the 4 points. I would like to adapt your point to 3 definitions which the Professor Takeuchi made. First one, definition 1, the very short-term specific. Second one, longer term, the general or social resilience. Third and fourth, it's the transformation. That is the, maybe you didn't discuss beforehand, but of course, this is the insightful coincidence, and I was also very impressed.
Yeah.
Please, yeah.
Just I would like to inform you that this concept is not my concept. This concept is proposed by the Resilience Alliance, headed by the Stockholm Resilience Center in Stockholm. They are very strong in the conceptualization of resilience.
Okay,
and so maybe if you're willing to talk about the resilience, better you refer this article which was already published.
Thank you. And another observation, just my personal observation. We have 3 speakers touching on the renewable energy, sustainable energies related to low carbon society. Second speaker touched on the Satoyama Initiative, Biodiversity, Sustainable Use. It's related, of course, the society in harmony with nature. And the third speaker, Ms. Nishimoto, touched on material cycle. That is the kind of the 3 pillars of the Japan's initiative in the context of the sustainable society. This is my own, not my own observation, but this is coming from Professor Takeuchi. Please quote the observation. But anyway, if in the case. Now, this is the time to open the floor. Maybe you have a lot of the interest from the floor. And please identify yourself before doing so. I have already received the 2 requests from the floor already. First, Dr. Hayashi of IGES. And the second, it is not the request, but this is from my request, other request from myself, Professor Miranda Shiras. If possible, you can take the floor just briefly on your based on your experience. Now, Dr. Hayashi first. Hayashi, please, and use the microphone, please, over there.
Thank you very much. I'm honored to have a first question, and then 3 distinguished presenters. My question is, I also conducted a research project of IGES on the resilience and reconstruction of the Tohoku disaster-affected area. And then I have a question, especially for the Professor Takeuchi. His idea is really, remarkable, and then really impressed how to vitalize the affected area, and that's what we really want at this point, really. And then my question is, as we already know that the area is that the structure of that the population is highly elderly people are really got a high ratio of that population, and then most of the young people seek the job opportunity to move to a big city like Tokyo and other areas, and then it is really a necessary condition to get the younger generation to get back to the affected area to stimulate the community and then vitalize local economies. So can I have your idea or some comments in that point? Thank you.
Thank you. We can come back to you later on, after accumulating a couple of the questions. Miranda, if you are okay, please.
Yes, thank you very much, Miranda Schurz. I had the opportunity to also spend the last few days in Fukushima And your heart really completely goes out to the people of the region because of the impact of the 3 or 4 disasters where we heard it's not just the earthquake and the tsunami and the nuclear disaster, but also the image disaster. And I think one of the things that we heard from actually all 3 presenters is the incredible importance of thinking about how do you provide a new future to this region. And what I liked so much about the presentations is they complement each other so well. The idea that there can be a future that's focused on other kinds of energy, and maybe also energy that provides new hope for local communities. The nuclear power plants provided hope only for the one community where they were located, whereas the renewable energy option can provide hope to many communities. Mm-hmm. And I very much liked what Takeuchi-sensei had to say, because there you're seeing the potential of looking not just at one small community or 2 small communities, but at the region. And how do we build an image for a region so that it can be sustainable? That has a much better chance of success than a model maybe that is more narrowly focused. And the idea of how do you build a resilient society, I think equally important for thinking about the long-term future. But my challenge to all 3 of you is to ask, how can we best implement this? How can we win both societal acceptance, central government acceptance, and a good working relationship between the center and the local communities? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Miranda. Now, I do hope to have take up a couple of more question. If you have the question or comment, I'm very pleased to take up. Are there any interest? I have 2. The first front and the second. Please.
Hello. My name is Joanne. I'm a postdoctoral fellow at the Institute of Advanced Studies, but actually my question is as a volunteer in Ishinomaki, where I have spent the last 6 months either in Tokyo and back in Tohoku. And I really appreciate your vision for regeneration Tohoku area. My question is targeted to Professor Takeuchi. Mm-hmm. I really appreciate your vision to integrate national parks and how to promote the regional cooperation in the area. But besides, one of the main issues now that was mentioned by one of the other questions about the populated area and the move, especially from the younger people to the big centers like Tokyo or Sendai, is also how to regenerate economically the area once only the elder people remain in the zone. And I see your point when you mentioned the blue and the green tourism and also the renewable energy market. But do you think is enough? That's my question.
Thank you, John. Another question. I would like to close by this due to the time frame. Please.
環境部門21という My name is Fujimura of Environmental Civilization 21. I have a question to Dr. Tekfa. On global warming and nuclear power generation in Japan, there's much debate on cost and technology. However, when it comes to ethics or justice, there's hardly any ongoing debate on these subject matters. But on the other hand, in Germany, after March 11th, your ethics commission was started up immediately, who changed the energy policy of Germany. So when it comes to resilience, it is my belief that there has to be a debate not only on technology and cost, but on ethical matters as well. However, there is no promotion of such debate. What's different between Japan and Germany? Is it education system? Is it religion? Or is it the history? What's the difference and what's lacking in Japan?
ちょっと時間の関係でこれで閉じさせていただき
Thank you very much. That'll be the questions that we will entertain. Thank you, Mr. Fujima. So I would like to invite each of the panelists to respond to the questions from the floor. I would like all of you to react to comments and questions in the following order. I would like to use the chair's prerogative. First, I would like to invite Professor Takeuchi, then Ms. Ishimoto, and finally Professor Teffa.